Hi guys, welcome back to the Lydia Edit. I am Lydia and I am your source of information in anything rosacea and deep set eyes related. In today's video, I'm gonna explain you how to do a smoky eye in a very pro way, like the one you're seeing here for deep set eyes, hooded eyes, and downturned eyes. I feel like most tutorials out there just are impossible to recreate for some eye shapes because most of the influencers and bloggers doing those tutorials have very different eye shapes to what I have personally and what a lot of other people have. So you're always under the impression that you're not capable of doing that, while the problem is what they're teaching you doesn't necessarily apply to your own face.
Just for reference, you have a deep set eye if your brow bone is before your eye itself, and you have a hooded eyes if your brow bone is parallel to the eye.
Let's learn how to master smoky eyes for deep set eyes. The first step will be highlighting your inner corner and under the brow bone. Why am I saying this? Because if you don't know where your crease is, or you can't see it because it's far deep into the set of your eyes, then by highlighting your inner corner and especially your brow bone, it's going to be a lot more easier to understand where it is. Take a very light eyeshadow or even your setting powder and let's highlight like this. Use this one, which is a little bit golden, and I'm going to use a flat shader brush for this.
So I'll apply this one here on the brow bone. If you don't have a lot of space, then use the brush vertically to know exactly how thick it should be. If you have a lot of space, you can go in with like one pinky finger depth.
So you cannot enter this part right here or go into the mobile lid because this is going to be your blended crease. This will also help you clean out your brows. Clean brows, perfect brows are key for deep set eyes. I went heavier in here just to show you on camera how it's done, but bear in mind that on a day-to-day basis, you're gonna have to go lighter with your hands. So now we're gonna learn where your crease is. So take a little mirror and look down on you. You'll immediately perceive that there's a mark in here and in here. Now take your index finger and touch it. And this mark goes down until here. You're gonna feel that there is a bone, you know, there's like a soft part, which is your mobile lid, and then there is a bone right here. And that's basically where your eyeball finishes. That bone right there, that is your crease. We're gonna start where everybody finishes, so which is on the lower lash line, because this is gonna give us a guide to let's say elongate the eye and see how far we can go with the elongation and meeting that crease. So we're going to take a medium color, this one, which is not too light and it's not too dark either, and we're going to apply it with a little pencil brush.
Now this is going to give us an idea of where our crease finishes to draw past it. Now we're going to draw on the lid and on the crease, and we'll use a fluffy flat shader and we're going to dab. Don't swipe, dab. We have to make sure to apply the eyeshadow a little past the crease and meeting that line that we drew with the pencil brush.
When we get there, we stop applying. You can get this type of blending brush, which is a flat shader brush, but very dense, and start blending, and you're gonna blend in a back and forth motion. Don't go into circular motion as most tutorials will tell you to do, because you simply don't have enough space to do that.
Go back and forth. You have to discover where your crease is. This is very important, especially if you have to mark it and also have a transition color. In a smoky eye, you don't need to see where the color begins and where it ends, and this is what we're doing in the crease. Now you're gonna have to just blend. Take your time and blend, and when you think you blended, blend some more. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here, now you cannot see where it begins and where it ends.
So you can actually just stop here. Blending is good enough, and use two colors But today I really want to give you some tips on how to construct and build a smoky eye for deep set eyes, which is my signature look that you all know and love. So we'll use this little guy right here, this little brush, which is not as big as a MAC 224. This is a MAC 221S, and we're gonna use a darker, slightly darker shadow with this one, like this one.
Gently press the brush right here in this corner and dab all over that eye contour to deposit the color. This will give us depth. Once we have dabbed to find the shape, then it's time to blend.
The reason why we don't use a big blending brush is that otherwise we'll drag the darker color all over and we're completely gonna erase what we did before.
Now with a small dome brush, we're gonna darken up the outer corner. You can go back and forth from the dome brush to a bigger blending brush that will help you diffuse what you're doing. Once again, you should use back and forth motion and not circular motions, otherwise you're gonna drag the darker color everywhere. You can repeat this step as many times as you want until you reach the desired intensity of the color. And now we can go in with a detailed brush and this darker color and draw the lower lash line even more. Draw from the outside to the inside because that way you'll concentrate more on the outer corner and you'll have a gradient effect until the highlight.
The lower lash line is super important for our eye shape. It makes our eyes look bigger. We're gonna apply the light shadow we applied first, like our transition color, the lower lash line as well. And you're gonna see a big difference in that. Ta-da! Now and only now we can get a bigger blending brush and clean out all of the edges. I'm gonna take one which is like the MAC 224 and one which is even bigger, especially in this outer corner. This works with any color and any texture. You know, makeup has no limits, infinite, and creativity is only up to you. You will discover so many things by testing this out. For instance, now I can add in a champagne shimmery color with my finger and just press it in here. That's totally optional. Now let me finish off. So I finished off the look by applying some mascara, and I think you can see the before and after. So if you want to learn a secret technique on mascara application, which is more important than the mascara itself, check out my video right here and thank me later. So as you can see, we've learned today how to make a smoky eye with deep set eyes with neutral colors, brown colors, but remember that this is just the technique. You can make it work with any color, you can make it work with any texture. You just need to keep the technique in mind. Makeup is infinite and creativity is only up to you. So many times you DM me and say, I tried your tutorial, but the result wasn't quite like it. Now you have the technique. All you need to do is watch this video over and over again while you train, so save it on your favorites and just test it out. You know, it doesn't come in one day. It's a lot of exercise, trials and errors, just like anything else in our life. And of course, don't forget to take pictures of your results and post them on Instagram and tag me there, because I'm always so happy to see your outcomes. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful, and if it was, just give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay safe and stay beautiful. Ciao!